And for more on the $95 billion foreign aid package and the political future of House Speaker Mike Johnson, let's bring in the head of the House Freedom Caucus, Virginia Republican Congressman Bob Good. Congressman, welcome.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
You said the foreign aid bills are, and I want to read the quote, a slide down into the abyss of greater fiscal crisis and America's last policies that reflect Biden and Schumer and Jeffries and don't reflect the American people. Now the bill is passed overwhelmingly. It happened yesterday. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it represents the worst in Washington to package together bills that have nothing to do with one another in order to leverage passage. Ukraine funding, $60 billion, borrowing that $60 billion to send overseas. I think it was telling the visual yesterday that you had the Democrats on the House floor waving Ukrainian flags in the United States House of Representatives. Violation of rules and, frankly, just offensive that we'd be waving foreign flags on the House floor of the United States. And we stayed 2 extra days in Congress. As you know, we were supposed to leave on Thursday. We stayed till Saturday, not to defend America, not to make America stronger, not to secure our borders, but to do that for other countries. And we borrowed all of it, some nearly $100 billion, further exacerbating our debt situation. We leveraged the desire by many to support Israel in order to get more votes for Ukraine. We threw in $9 billion for Hamas to get the Democrats to vote more for the Israel package, put it all together, which is, again, didn't allow real amendments from the floor. So bad for our debt, bad for our kids and our grandkids' future fiscally, the worst of Washington, the way that we didn't have true open rules and allow the ability to have amendments from the floor like we should have, an open rule process, an open amendment process, and it all be sent together to the Senate in order to try to get passage as quickly as possible. Divides Republicans across the country, divides Republicans in the House. It broke the majority rule. 101 Republicans voted for it, 112 against it. Of course, Democrats voted 210-0 for it, speaking specifically to the Ukraine package.
Yeah, the Speaker certainly needed the Democrats' help to pass this, but I'm sure Speaker Johnson would argue that the Ukraine aid was important for the nation to defend themselves from Russia, from Putin. How worried are you that Ukraine could lose the war?
But I'll remind you that the Speaker promised that he would utilize the Democrats' desire for Ukraine aid to leverage security for our border. He didn't want to try to use the spending battles, the appropriation battles to try to secure the border, to leverage those. He didn't use any of the must-pass bills. He promised this would be the hill we would die on. We would use this to fight to secure the border because the Democrats want Ukraine so bad. And with respect to Ukraine specifically, I don't believe that the United States, that it's our fight. I don't believe that there's a direct strategic interest for us there. I want Russia to be defeated. I hope Ukraine prevails. I admire the way they've been fighting. But we've already sent over $100 billion over there. We've carried the lion's share of the load. NATO at large and Europe should be carrying the lion's share of that load. It shouldn't be the United States. And the bottom line is we don't have the money.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.